everybody. Well, afternoon. Yeah, got a little bit of time. My daughter's gone down for a nap. So, gonna play some more Broken Sword, see if we can get any further. And yeah, go from there really. 1 second, I just need to adjust my microphone. Okay, that should be good. Right, what was we doing? Let me just check. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, we were going to the Hotel Ubu, weren't we? Go see what's going on at the Hotel Ubu. Let's talk to these guys.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Hey.
Do you recognize this tissue? Think carefully now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'm gonna have to hurry you.
It's in my hair.
Ooh.
Time's up, so I'll tell you. It's a used tissue with a liberal dump of Bestheimer's number 12.
If you say so.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
Nope.
I want to ask him about the photo, but I won't.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Not yet.
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him. Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that
I
was
fucking
funnier.
hate
I
clowns.
love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
Just checking my sound levels there quickly. They seem to be alright. There we go. Okay, what should we ask him about now? We'll ask
You
him
ever
about
meet a
this
guy called Plantow?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's. No way. Do you happen to know a guy named Khan?
That ain't nobody I know.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No.
No.
I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. No, I don't.
Shake my hand.
Nah.
Oh, rats. See you later.
Not if you see me first.
Excuse me.
This.
Yeah?
Oh, it looks a bit creepy. Thank you for the like. I hope you're having a
What does
good
tissue
day.
mean to you?
Are you serious?
Oh, yes. Take a good look at the substance it's smeared with.
You are sick. Very sick.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
No.
Ooh, okay.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to
Try
be
this
funny?
one.
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No. That name means nothing to me.
Okay, let's ask him about Khan.
Do you know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and
I told you. I don't know it.
Ooh, okay. Didn't need to be that funny with me. Jeez. That one.
do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No. I never saw it.
Will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
What does this tool suggest to you?
Hard labor.
Wasn't wrong there. Okay. I'm just gonna check down this alleyway. Okay. Nothing down the alleyway for now.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George. George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Do you know what this is?
At a guess, I'd say it was a clown's nose.
That's right. It was worn as a disguise by a vicious killer.
Good heavens, are you trying to alarm me?
It's true. He uses the name Khan.
I've never heard of the man.
No, you don't want to either.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away.
I'm on holiday. Morning, I hope you're
didn't realize
good.
you were mourning the loss
Hope
of a
you've had a
loved
good
one.
day so
I'm
far.
not. He was my husband.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. The wild
Okay,
romance
I don't
is
know
just
where
what
she's
you
from.
need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday
Okay,
short,
he
packing my
talks
bag and heading back
loads.
to Hempstead. That was until last night.
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stobart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance.
Who's the stranger?
Those brooding eyes, that
Thank you for the like.
those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
He's dead? Ooh.
Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin.
Thank you for the like, Chaos. I hope you're good. 1 second, guys. Where is it? Okay.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie.
He's a murderer. He
Thank you
also
for the
uses
like,
name
Bear.
Khan.
Hope you're having a good day.
am shocked.
It is Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars.
A man of honor. Do you know?
This is the first one. I played the second one not long ago, but I've managed to get my hand on the first one.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
I'll take a bundle of papers. That sounds about right.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on
It's
whatever
good. There are quite a few
I'll bet they had something to do with
challenging
Plantao's
puzzles
briefcase.
along the way. Well, it was like 15 years ago I played this for the first time.
Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would. Can you think of any use for this tool, ma'am?
I have
I can
got the
think of
complete
someone I'd
collection
like
as
to
well,
use
so
it
I've
on.
got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5.
I just couldn't bring...
Okay, that was us done talking to her. Let's talk to this guy.
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Do you know a guy called Plantao?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men?
Just wondering
I
if
have
you
seen
knew
enough
him.
of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm,
No, I was 15. No. Must have been actually, it must have been nearly 17 years ago. I was 15. 17, 18 years ago. My maths is shit.
Have you seen a
I'm
clown?
33 now.
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England. Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure
Marks and
and a
Spencer.
comfort to wear.
Anyone that
with
lives in
much
the UK
support.
will understand that
I'm
one.
real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the
Ah,
mother
thank you.
of ingenuity.
I definitely feel it.
Does this goo smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
This guy's a little bit snobby,
What does
isn't
this
he?
clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds
Sweet.
like heaven.
It does.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective.
Really?
What's your interest in Khan?
He is an
way.
enemy of my people.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Would you help me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest
okay.
of this country's government.
So he works for someone important. Okay.
Have you any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
May I shake you?
I do not shake the hands of...
Now, that's a real bad attitude problem you've got there.
Yeah, he has got a bit of an attitude problem, isn't he?
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Right, is there anything? Go over this way.
There was no one registered under the... But the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin. I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home.
Yeah, loads better, thank you. Still got a bit of a cough here and there, but
I'm looking for a man.
yeah, I'm actually sleeping better, so I'm actually like more with it during the day.
Hotel, monsieur.
Getting back to my normal streams as well.
Here.
If you say so. Do you know a man named Plantar?
No, monsieur.
Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
Okay.
What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
Okay,
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
It's Merlin, isn't it? Alias Khan, the clown.
I told you, I cannot tell you that.
Oh, he's not gonna give in, is he? Right,
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry,
Operation
monsieur.
Scar.
I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
Yeah, no, I've had to stop playing it. It keeps giving me rage.
Do you have a guest by the name of Khan?
I am playing it off stream on and off, but
check the register.
when I get a bit better at it, I'll play it.
You know I am telling the truth. May Saint Armand strike me down if I lie.
The man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his right cheek.
Vraiment? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned the scar. What do you make of this tool?
Turn this tool thing.
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Right, let's try to pick up this key, because I know he's not going to let us.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
What?
You were trying to steal that key, no?
No way.
What now, monsieur?
About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
Why
How
not?
come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Okay.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
I believe Khan, the man with the scar, is also known as Merlin, the man who has taken room 22.
What of it? What do you want?
Access to his room.
Do you have a license, monsieur?
Huh?
A private investigator's license?
Well, not exactly, but I can explain everything.
I am sorry, but without credentials...
Okay, so we're
I
going to have to
cannot
figure a
help.
way to get in.
I insist you give me the key to Merlin's room.
I cannot do that, monsieur.
This guy Merlin is a menace.
So you say, monsieur.
He's not only a danger to society,
How am I
but
going to
your
do that?
guests
That's
as
the
well.
question.
He has toyed with the effect
Ciel! Are there no depths to which he will not sink?
precisely. He's already killed once, twice, maybe as many as 3 times. With your help, I just might be able to stop him.
But what if he finds out I have helped you? No, I cannot do it.
Well, Okay, right, he's not gonna help, so let's try speaking to this guy and the lady again.
Hello again.
And...
This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
ooh, so he's named by more than one name. Okay,
Thanks for your help.
Good.
might have to go back outside and into that alleyway, see if
Hi,
we can
ma'am.
climb up somewhere.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, darling.
Okay.
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Yes, I am.
Oh no! It's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
Scouts honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
Oh, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
It's next to the room the killer is using.
Ah, so you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin?
Yeah.
I was hoping there might be a connecting door.
Well, how can I refuse? I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
Right, let's get this key.
I say! You there? Flunky!
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewellery for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
Over to you.
There was, but the name in the book.
Right, let's go upstairs.
The sign on the door read 21.
Okay, so this is the door.
The door was locked.
Oh,
The door
for fuck's sake.
was
It's
locked.
because I need to get the key out.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Have a little look around, shall we?
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor. The cabinet was empty, but it smelt of onion.
Right, let's try and... I'm just going to remove that quickly.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence. The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white It was the battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just
Nice,
before
we
he
found the
died.
briefcase.
I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
Oh, in here.
The closet was a solid impression.
No, I
The
don't
bed was
think there's
freshly
anything
made.
else.
It was Khan. I had
Quick!
the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
Get in the wardrobe, George. Tense moment.
As Khan opened the wardrobe, I was sure I was dead. But he grabbed his pants quickly and didn't even see me. I didn't usually spy on men getting changed. But this guy was a killer, and I didn't want any surprises. He left his checkered pants on the bed. I had that kind of feeling you only get from searching still warm pants. There was nothing in the pocket. A strip along the side seam of the pants had been unpicked, then sewn back up with strong... I couldn't do that. A strip along the... then sewn back. The pocket was empty. There was nothing in the pocket. A strip along the... then sewn back up with... I flipped the pants over. I found an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. But as I pulled the thread with a metal... I found nothing in the pocket. I pulled on the metal tag and the thread came out of the pants. It was like pulling out a ripcord. I turned the pants over. I searched the pocket gingerly and found a pass card. It read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Okay.
It was the card I'd found in the hotel bedroom. It read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation. The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words, Club Alamut.
Speak to this guy.
What now, monsieur?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Does this pass mean anything?
That is monsieur.
That's right. Merlin, I want to see what he's left in you.
Impossible.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe a murderer?
Positive. Do you recognize?
That is the prop.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
No, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist.
It's
If we had a ghost,
by an exorcist.
Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want...
Not especialement. The rule. Since you are so determined to conduct your
Okay, let's go and ask this dude. I can't remember his name.
Hello again. Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed it does, for Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains. You do not know him?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
Do you recognize this?
No.
This is a...
That is just...
Thanks for your help.
Good.
Speak to this lady.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George!
I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George!
Let's go. She's gonna have to give him what for?
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Green
Getting this package.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment. I couldn't leave the hotel with the manuscript. It was probably with those thugs.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go into the room.
The cobbles of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
Okay.
There was nothing in the wardrobe. It was the ancient manuscript. If the tailor's description was correct, there was nothing else in the pockets of the...
Right, let's try to figure out what to do now. Talk to this guy.
Hello again. Have you ever seen this? You know what it is, don't you?
You are in great danger. Put the manuscript back and leave here.
What's going on?
I can say no more.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
This is what Merlin was so keen to hide.
Really? Well, that fuss for a sample of wallpaper.
It's some kind of manuscript.
Thank you for the
and it
like,
looks to be very
Cheeky.
old.
Hope you're good.
If I was you, I'd keep it.
Hope you're having a good day.
This place.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I could roll it up and put it down my pants.
No, that wouldn't do at all.
Was she gonna help me
You'd
out?
attract far too much attention.
What do I do?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Okay.
I couldn't leave the hotel with the manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were looking for.
So... I just got the best idea. Right, I know. I just realised what I've got to do.
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons
not too
waiting
bad.
outside.
It's a nice day outside, but I thought I'd get a stream in. Because I can't really stream tomorrow. I've got loads of stuff going on. Nice. Yeah, my little girl's got her dad coming back at the end of the month from the army. And have lots of daddy days as well. Nah, I got like my MOT on my car and everything tomorrow, so I need to like go clean that in a bit.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem.
Then I've got my MOT tomorrow, take her to ballet, and she's got a birthday party, so yeah, pretty manic.
Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Alright, let's go retrieve our manuscript.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to Nika's apartment and check it out.
Yeah. Well, I got 7 weeks with mine. She finished a week early. But to be fair, she's been really good this week. I've got a sticker chart on the go, so she's got a... She get all her stickers throughout the week for doing certain things, like helping me tidy up and stuff, and she can have a prize at the end of it. Like it could be a, I don't know, a day out somewhere or some sweeties.
Because
it's
I'm
working.
not just the guy behind you, of course.
But yeah, it'd be nice to have a little bit of backup for a bit.
Maybe not. Maybe not. What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh.
They most certainly
did you
are.
find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking? Do you have a boyfriend?
Not anymore. There was someone. A guy in my final year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Right.
Tell me more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to spend the winter with my grandfather and grandma. They were the best times. Warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My grandfather rolled cigarettes while grandma made hot chocolate.
Are you playing
cake.
tonight?
One day,
On
I stopped
creative?
scrolling. He put the lid back on his tobacco jar and took me in
I'm
his
gonna
arms.
try and jump
I
in for an
laughed
hour
and
or
wriggled,
two,
but he
but I
hushed me
can't
to
stay
be
too
silent.
long
With
tonight.
his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
Right. Let's ask
I
her about
found
this.
this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue. A name or an address. That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir. I found this in the killer's room.
What is it? A credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard of him or the company.
What else?
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the Ubu.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantark?
It could be, which means
Don't blame
it's worth
you.
enough to kill.
I don't mind creative,
Look
but
at there. Two guys on the same horse.
it depends
Oh,
what you're
yeah.
playing, I suppose,
Maybe
on
they couldn't
creative.
afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades. This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just going to clip that for my
We're
reels. I didn't want to talk for it.
Killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
I haven't played that yet.
Maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping.
Okay.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Okay,
Yes,
maybe I
but
have
it's
played it
written in
then.
Latin. Per disciplinum mea lux videbis.
How
By
can she
my
read that? That's...
teachings, you
Oh,
will
it
see
shows
the
up
light.
better on that screen than it does on that
Where did you
screen.
learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
Okay.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the wicked queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
Nah, to be fair, the crocodile and Peter Pan was pretty
There's a guy
horrible.
working
The
on a
original,
loom.
anyway.
He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
Oh, yeah, like one shot, one gun or something.
There's a guy with
Yeah, I
a
like that one.
sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of
Until
is
you
the
get
Minotaur,
stuck
but he
on,
was only half bull.
I
like,
don't
something
think I'd
stupid,
like to be half a bull.
like the bow and arrow.
Even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse. Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy
Lobino.
old fossil gets horny over
This
ancient
guy's
relics, I
annoying.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Kroon Museum. I'll give you the address.
Hey, looks like we're going to the Kroon Museum.
Let's take another look at...
No, I didn't want to do that. Go back. Is there anything else?
There's a woman, but the night through...
Oh, I've got to click on them.
There's a guy... They're between...
Alright, okay.
I have to go.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobino at the Kroon Museum.
Oh,
This
hi.
lady's a fortune teller.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, but I can tell you one thing.
Ooh, what's she
There's
gonna...
no such place as the Club à la Moute in Paris.
Okay.
Can you tell me anything about this
That's
security
handy to know.
I can tell
Thank you for popping in. Maybe see you later
How
on.
come?
Give me some credit. If you're an electrician, I'll
Hope
eat
you have
my
a good
underhand.
day.
You're a remarkably talented lady.
Enjoy your time with your kiddies.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Oh, what a hunk.
He's a killer.
I can see that. His eyes say it all.
Okay.
See you later.
That's
What have we got? The police station. Cafe. Okay. We've not finished that one then, have we? Okay, right, we'll just go to the thingy.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
Take it he doesn't like him.
does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
Okay. Let's ask him a few questions.
This red nose?
I don't think so.
What do you make of this tissue?
It is absolutely disgusting, monsieur.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh, no. I don't frequent places like that.
Do you recognize this ID pass?
No.
No, didn't think he would.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
I guess not. Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. Though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No, no, no. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar. Not like Monsieur Lobino.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
Not a sausage. Right.
Thanks for your help.
Think he's a bit
In the
stuck
case was
there.
a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marne at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory.
Ireland? What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
Okay. Have we got... Ooh.
Attention! Please do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill. And the fat falls on the amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding.
Okay, so he
Since
doesn't
they
must go
open,
for the window.
That is why I keep the windows.
Right. Have a look at that.
Leave it alone. That closet.
Closet? It's a...
Okay.
Pardon me.
Oui, miss.
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century.
Right, so how are we gonna get this
Don't you
tripod?
mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
Well, whatever it was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Okay.
Oh, the usual.
How?
Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? Ah, no! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
Okay.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
Hiya, hope you're good.
Thanks for your help.
I don't think there's anything I can do for now. That's the museum, police, that's where we want to go back to Nico. Yeah, not too bad, just thought I'd sneak on for an hour or so.
I've been to the Kroon Museum.
Did you speak to Lobino?
Gotta go do some more tidying up and that in a minute. Okay.
Let's take another look at the map.
Oh, I didn't want to do this. Fuck's sake.
There's a... but the
Yeah, okay, skip through this bit, because we have to look at all of it before we can come out. Okay.
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marn.
I have heard of Loch Marn. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
A popular gossip magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marn. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he cancelled the filming of a 4th series of his popular television program. This site at Loch Marn must be awful important.
Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds really important if he's cancelled that.
They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Bellotta case. If you really think Pegram's dam is important, why don't you visit Loch Marn?
On my own? Where is Ireland? Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clan's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The 2nd week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Okay,
Did they
that's
meet?
strange.
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Okay. Definitely strange. Okay, right, I take it we're going
I
to
have to go.
Ireland.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Right, let's go to Ireland.
I passed the castle on the way into Loch Marn. The castle where Pegram's excavation was located.
I tugged at the trapdoor. I tugged at the plastic.
Let's go talk to this lad down there.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
Okay.
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
A few sandwiches short of a picnic. That's well good.
McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I, see what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When I'm off to Dublin. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face compared to him.
Okay.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see, and he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
Nice.
My God.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No.
He does. He actually does.
Is there something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop show?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah, I'm starting to get to that afternoon
then I'm taking you
wall of
back
tiredness.
Oh.
And then I'll snap out of it in a bit, and I'll be alright.
The Fantom Energy.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this
Thank you for the like, Nocturnian. Hope you're good.
Horrible snuffling and snorting. Like
Yeah, not too bad.
Pig, only worse.
Just sneaking on here for an hour or so
From inside
while the little bean's in bed. God, I don't know, I went to bed at like 12, 1 o'clock this morning.
Ever heard of Thomas Merlin?
I was up at 7, but I don't know, I was just a bit
No?
knackered. The weather's a bit up and down here. 1 minute it's really hot, then it's cold.
What a slimy character.
Definitely takes a toll on you.
No, I
I
never
don't think
seen
I'd
him.
have made it till 3 though.
Have you ever seen anyone wearing one of these?
Sure. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That belongs to the killer clown you're looking for.
That's
It
right.
surely does.
Can I have it?
Sorry, I'm keeping this as evidence.
You should have told the cops.
I did. They weren't interested.
You should run. You could identify the murderer with a sample of
A
his
good
snot.
idea.
Yuck. What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing.
Okay.
Do you recognize this matchbook, McGuire?
No, sir.
Okay, right, let's ask
Did
him
you
about
find
this
out what was
ghost.
making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows that could have been hiding anything. I would have gone
How's
home.
it going
but
on
me legs have lost their stuff.
Purple Side lately?
Did
I
you
don't.
get to
I
see
only
the
do
ghost?
Facebook, so
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on the
I don't really
arse,
get to go on there a
waiting
lot.
while the moon
Sometimes I
went down.
do.
Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
Yeah, I can't keep up with multi-streaming or
I'm
anything.
sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the
I've
castle.
got a feeling that
The bloody
big
place
things
is
are coming to
haunted.
Facebook for gamers eventually. I just think they're working
See
on
you later,
everything
kid.
else
Okay,
before they
mister.
do. which is why they're not telling anyone anything. And everyone's leaving. And I'm laughing, really, because why leave? Because at the end of the day, the people that do stay are going to be the ones that benefit from it.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
And also, I know a few people that are purely Facebook only as well, and
what can you tell me about
they're now partners with Facebook, and the benefits they get from them, I don't know, I just think it's really worth it. It's going to take time, but in the long run it's going to be worth it so much.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
What does this red nose suggest to you?
Blood.
Why's that?
I used to bleed a lot when I was a kid.
Oh,
Every time
nice.
there was a playground scrap, I'd end up with a bloody nose. I wouldn't have minded, but I wasn't even involved in the scraps.
What does this tissue suggest to you?
Nothing.
Okay.
Does this matchbook mean anything?
Nobody seems to know nothing
No.
around here, do they? Don't even go there with a
Check out
capture
this
card.
card.
Thomas
I've
Merlin.
had 2 so far,
Never heard of
and
it.
they won't run through my OBS. It's so frustrating because
Have
I've
you
got
ever explored
so
the
many
castle
games on
yourself?
disc on
I
my
used to
on
play
my
them
PlayStation and
sometimes.
Xbox
When
that
I
I
was a
could be
kid,
playing for
then one of the
free.
little ones fell off the wall,
But it just
broke his
won't
head
work.
and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor
Okay.
Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Well, I don't know. It depends what
Can I get you another drink?
streaming
No, thank you. I shouldn't
software
be
do
drinking
you
at all.
use.
I'm on tablets
I
from
use
another-
OBS
Wasn't
only
a pint
because
now,
it
back
runs
then.
better on my computer than any of the others.
See you later.
It just doesn't like, I don't know, it just doesn't like the software on my PC. What? I'm actually gonna have to look this up. Yeah, Stream Elements isn't too bad. I don't know, I just get on with OBS. I think
He
it's because
wasn't
I can add on
Hello there.
plugins.
Nice to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Oh,
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope. I've never seen him before.
Does this red nose suggest anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
What do you make of this tissue?
I guess that muck on it is grease paint.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The design is Middle Eastern, I'd say.
What can you tell me about this ID pass?
Gruber Electronics. I've never heard of it.
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald?
Yes, I do.
I'm
What
actually
you
gonna
want
look
with
it up
I
right
want
now.
to talk to him about working at the dig.
I can't imagine anyone employing Sean Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh no, I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh yes, they were arrested and many were burnt
Oh.
at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
No, there is a way to do it. If you type in how to, what did I type in? Stream Xbox to PC without capture card, and click on the restream one at the top of the Google search. It actually tells you how to do it with things like OBS. There is a way to do it. I want to try that later. Because I've just got loads of games that I've already paid for and I don't want to pay for them on my PC again.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest for me.
Obviously, I stream my PlayStation games because you got the PlayStation app on PC, so that's how I stream all my games.
Specifically to stop people
or I usually use Epic Games or Steam.
If you will.
But yeah, it was just my Xbox.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now there's a
oh, loads of good games on that as well.
It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram. The same man who dug up the gem.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that. But he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Do you know where Pegram has gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram
What gem?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that. What's your interest in the jewel?
Enjoy your sleep, and I'm gonna go do some cleaning in a bit.
Yes, that's right.
Another bloody
I hope you have a good day.
Well, you're wasting your time here, boy. You find the people of Lochmar are a tight-lipped and cautious lot.
Why? Have you got something to hide?
It's just that we don't like to wash our dirty laundry in public.
Why has Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
Well, why don't you ask him yourself, Mr. Ace Reporter?
Goodbye for now.
Oh, this guy.
Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
No problem.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know
thought he
who
was going to say he does, but he
I don't know
doesn't.
him to talk to.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that
Okay, so we've established that they were digging for some sort of gem.
The science of archaeology part.
And I reckon that was the gem that sat on top of the tripod in the
One day
manuscript.
archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavoured condoms, more likely.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who? Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him?
I take it he does this all the time.
Same again. Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of brown coming up.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss.
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellows yourself?
That's right. Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels, and away they went.
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement?
Let's ask him if he knows any of these then, and we'll
It's a handsome
see.
mug on that fella, to be sure. Is he a film star?
What does this false nose mean to you?
No.
Does this tissue
I
mean
think he's
anything
scared
to you?
of.
No, boss.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No.
Does this secure...
No. Okay.
Bye for now. Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello.
Right, no, can't
Goodbye
ask
for
him
now.
anything else. Speak to the bartender.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Are you...
Well,
Is it a...
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacant?
I could, if you don't mind.
No problem.
When the Undertaker comes to collect him.
Okay.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No. You're the first today.
Cheeky.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real...
well...
beer that's brewed from natural ink? It shouldn't be kept under pressure. And finally...
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
What do I want
I've got
with
a
him?
score to settle.
I
Killed
don't
someone.
want any trouble in
Blew
the
up
bar,
the
mister.
fucking cafe.
If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism? Dial.
Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Never mind.
Does this false nose mean anything to you?
No.
Nope, okay.
Does this...
That's...
Uh-huh. I found it in the sewer.
Well, what's the idea of waving it around in my face? You're worse than old Ron. Put it away.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No.
Do you recognize...
No.
Nah, it was a long shot. Look, I gotta be going. It was a beer-stained... Hi there, old-timer.
What?
Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips,
Is there such a thing as a cold? I put the question to Father. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot? He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no...
Polynosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman.
Excuse me?
Police. No.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can...
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochbarn Castle is haunted.
Everyone keeps saying it's haunted.
Told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit?
Skunk? In Lochbarn? That'll be the day. No.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh?
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure.
When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be...
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
I can't tell...
Could you use this towel?
I could.
What does this matchbook mean to you?
Nothing. Go.
Take a look at this.
I don't know.
I'll see you later. Mr. Fitzgerald? Doyle told me you definitely worked at the... He's seen you there. You might as well...
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get...
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the social...
Hell no. What makes you think that...
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to...
But he's not here!
I know that. But he left that package with you. So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Show me what's in the package, Sean. Why not?
I promised to...
So what? So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald.
Come on, just open the package.
But now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I double-cross him...
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to...
No. Why I don't know how to... I wish I'd never even...
Ooh.
Hey! I just seen a big red...
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy, man.
Oh, yes. And who?
Not me.
Me too.
Let's go.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I, and I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass, but the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Hey, Maguire.
What?
Did this pixie have a skull?
I couldn't see. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not.
Hey, so I think this might be our guy.
Fitzgerald drop in?
I didn't see.
Maybe the package fell somewhere out of sight. See you later, kid.
Oh.
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped. I tugged at the... It was a trap door. It was a trap door.
Okay. Go speak to these guys real quick.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello there.
I have a suspicion that Fitz...
I thought he acted strangely.
I'm talking about the gem. It was something he said.
Were you not speaking to him when he ran out of the bar?
I only asked him about the gem.
Fitzgerald has troubles enough already. He's a nervous. The last thing he needs is to be harassed by...
Goodbye for now.
Good...
Hey!
Hello there again.
Bye for now. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
May I have another...
Certain.
Yeah, please.
That's the secret. Each barrel is suspended lower like.
I could fix it for...
I don't think so. This... Oh, well. It's not my dear, is it?
It just so happens I'm an electrician.
There we go.
Check out my credentials.
Well, no. Isn't that marvellous? Here's a house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man. I still want to see what you can do before I let you... You can make a start on the glass washer. No! Careful! When you finish that...
Then have a look, shall we? See what we can do.
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the one. I used all... It was impossible to return the switch. The plastic cover had been smashed and... It was the shaken...
Okay.
No! Careful!
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Look, I gotta be going.
Oh.
No! Careful!
Right.
No! Careful!
Okay.
It was the shaken shock buzzer I'd been given by the man in the costume shop. It was a rectangle of toweling printed with the words, Nagopaline Stout builds body. As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed his piece of wire.
Okay, there we go.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire. I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions.
Sweet.
Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half-pint to that man on the house. Now, could you take a look at the beer pumps?
Well, I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
Okay.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
I wonder if that's done that. Maybe? Yeah.
I lifted the trap. I looked down on a stone
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
Ooh.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round. I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
He's a bit of a weird one, isn't he? Okay, I think we gotta go back in this way and go down.
Now I could see. I spotted Mr. Leary's flashlight easily. Then I noticed a flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open trapdoor.
Thank you for the like. I hope you're having a good day.
It was Peagram's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari. Hey, McGuire.
What?
What do you think of my flash?
It's a torch. That...
Want a closer look at the gem?
You'd better hide that, miss. What if the pixie comes back?
I don't believe in pixies.
Smart.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on,
No way. Father Mahoney told me...
I just want to shake...
No way.
What do you make of this?
Hey, that's what...
That old windbag doesn't scare me. Anyhow.
You're pretty cool, mister.
See you later, kid.
Okay,
right. Let's go this way.
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, no. What if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of... What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. But if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
Ooh.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be...
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, they kidnapped him as
He
well.
knocked someone down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the... His name is Sean Fit...
Oh, I know him. That's me nephew. Was he killed by the...
Oh, no. But he has been...
Thank you for the like. Hope you're good.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you can report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration,
one bicycle between the officers.
Money on the Ferrari.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle. His own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma.
Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew. It'll need some thinking about.
Why,
You're right. Why didn't we demolish?
you don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here
This
in
guy.
your place and warn anyone.
Marvelous. I think I should start me inquiries in the...
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's barn.
Right, let's climb the haystack.
The stack of hay stopped. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
I'll do.
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
Right, I think I'm gonna save it. Isn't it 39%? That's not bad. Yeah, I am gonna love you all and leave you all for today, guys. I need to go sort my car out ready for its MOT tomorrow, and my little girl will be waking up soon. But thank you everyone that popped in. I'll be back at 7:30 PM UK time tonight for Fortnite Creative with everybody. But yeah, I hopefully will see you all then, and have a good afternoon. Bye.